starting up. You gotta wait for it to spin in.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come to you week in and week out, prophesying the downfall and destruction of Babylon, which is America. All right. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash.
All right. We want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. We also want to give a deep and sincere shalom to all of our fellow laborers, the elect of Israel, to you brothers out there who are pushing this word to the four corners and four winds, to the brothers who the prophecy of the Spirit bird applies to, where your forefathers go back to, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as to the Akwath and sincere Akim who are out there listening and learning to you. Appreciate shalom. All right, we just want to get things popping. You know, there's a lot to talk about. You know, just here the first week into the new year, and you done got everything, all sorts of madness popping off all over the earth already. You know, most exclusively, you got you know, or the most recent news, you got the recent events in Iraq and Iran, between the U.S. and the conflict that's taking place there. We just want to get into, you know, well, me personally, I'm gonna get into a couple of scriptures, just you know, going into what we went into last weekend and just expanding on what's going on in the world, man. Just to start with, brother, could I get somebody grab me Micah 2 and then 2? Yeah, Micah 2 and 2.
You got it?
Yeah. And then anything you come up with, you got the open lane, green light.
This is Micah 2 and 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
So you got Esau, you know, the true terror, the true face of terror in the earth. This is what his MO is, man. All right, they go from place to place in the earth, whether it be whatever continent that they touch down on, and they begin to oppress the people there, man. You know, the elder, I think it was Yashawamba, compared it to like having a household, and you have this individual who has come into your household, and he's leaving sticky notes and writing letters giving instruction for what your family needs to do. You know, like when you leave that instruction written on a refrigerator, so to say. And you got this other individual, basically, man, putting his whole vibration throughout your household. All right, and the rest of these nations, they've had it with Esau Edom's vibration, man. All right, they're not heeding to Esau Edom's vibration anymore. So you got all these people that have had it, and you got them basically just coming in and doing whatever the hell they want in your house, you know, kicking their damn feet up, so to say. Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
And that's speaking on the soul that's in Esau Edom, man. Okay, being not right, whereas the just are trying to live righteously, you know, trying to do the righteous thing, trying to just stay out of the way. Esau Edom won't even let you do that because he's got to put his wicked vibration on everything. All right, that's what you got going on over there with that situation right now, man. These people have had it with Babylon. They've had it with the drinking the Babylon juice, and they're over there screaming down with America, down with the U.S. And over here, now you got Edomites and Jakes being like, well, what's the problem? Why is the UN mad at us? How are we in the wrong? This guy was a piece of shit. Says who? Said, you know, because Esau said so. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by one, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And Esau is proud. He's proud to do this, man. If you ask the regular run-of-the-mill Joe Six-Pack Edomite, you know, hey, what's happened here going into this new year? They're like, oh, well, we took out the #2 terrorist in the world. Why are people upset about this? Man.
Who is he a terrorist to?
Right.
Who is he threatening, man?
Right.
You see? Because the thing is, Esau called him a terrorist because he was actually helping fight against
Right.
Esau-led militias, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? That made him a terrorist.
And then you kill this guy. There's an uprising. Then you get Trump coming in basically the next day saying, double talking, and saying, you know, that they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. But then they done continued the conflict with these people for the last 3 days.
And then told him, if you do bomb us, if you do get revenge,
Right, you do.
we gonna bomb you again.
Right, if you retaliate, we'll bomb. What do you say?
52
of your sites.
Yo.
Hey man, that's an active, smooth warfare, man. You know the
declarations out?
Right, the UN already declared that a breaking of international law and basically a war crime.
I got stuff for you too.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yea, Habakkuk 2 and 5, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, and how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, in the wake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
For booties as in unto a treasure. You know, the rest of the world is gonna see you as a treasure, as a booty to spoil, man. And that clay that was being spoken of is the thick debt, man. A debt that you cannot pay back. The debt that you give to the rest of the world. The fact that America is virtually owned by China and Russia already. All right, America is through, man. You know, this place is through. Go ahead and continue.
Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
And that is future prophecy that's not being dealt with all that's going on right now in 2020, this being the year of prophecy. That's a future prophecy for Babylon that's not being acknowledged, man. Nor is it being spoken of in your grape juicer churches, man. Okay, you want to move past the fact that you have a manifest destiny, and basically the punishment of Esau doing whatever he wants to do throughout the earth. That's the punishment. That your kingdom is going to be ripped away, and these smaller nations are going to basically lose respect for you and turn you into the prey, man. Which is what you're dealing with now. All right, we're witnessing. What do they say, brother? The revolution won't be televised. Hey, man, it's happening. It's happening as you speak.
It is televised.
All right, it is happening live and direct. You're just not paying attention. Did you hold one?
Yeah, just talking about Esau pride.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Obadiah. I'm gonna start at 2, read at 3. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
I'll start at 1.
The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
That's exactly what's happening, man.
Thou art greatly despised.
That's what's happening, man. Esau is despised amongst the heathen, man. That's why you have all these Iranians over there now chanting death to America, man.
Right, and death to Israel.
Yo.
And what does the scripture say? Is it not biblical prophecy that do we not say all the time that in the end of the end game, in the end of all the bullshit, that Israel and America will be standing alone against the rest of the world? Man.
That's prophecy, man.
That's prophecy.
And the thing is, it's gonna be those damn Israeli gutter rats to draw America into this war, man, because they're gonna do something like they always do, thinking they're above the law, and that's gonna cause shit to pop off, man.
Right. And these nations are gonna retaliate because what is it biblical prophecy for them to say? Are ye, for roughly paraphrasing, are ye as weak as we?
Yo, that's all scriptural, man.
Somebody grab me Mark 3 and 25.
This is Mark chapter 3. Mark chapter 3, verse 25. Is it 25? Let's start 22. Mark 3 and 22. And the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, He hath Beelzebub, and by the prince of devils casteth he out devils. He called them unto him, and said unto them in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end.
Break it down. No, I was gonna say, go ahead and break down what you read, brother.
Yeah, man, because Esau is against itself, man.
Right.
You got the Russians against the Russians are Edomites against the American Edomites, and against who else? The European Unions are going to be against the Americans and the Israelis. That's a house divided, man.
Right.
That's a house divided.
And not to mention, you got these American Edomites with two different opinions inside of America.
Yep.
You got Edomites here that they know that everything that just took place is scaring the living shit out of them. You know, they don't want their kids to be drafted. All of a sudden, you got this uproar in Babylon. Man.
The whole house of Edom is divided.
It's divided right smack down the middle.
And just like when the house of Israel was divided and went down, that's the same thing's gonna happen to the house of Edom, man. And we're seeing it happen right before our eyes.
And I was just about to say, if you go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, the curses say that because of course to come along with this bullshit, you got all of a sudden the victimizing of the Jewish community. Yeah. Okay, with inside of that, look at this here. The Jewish community they represent 40% of the known United States government. All right, they have their own land. They're landowners. They have their own armies, their own air force, their own banks, right? They own Hollywood,
their own intelligence services.
That's what I'm saying. When biblically the scripture says that if you, according to the curses, right, that we would be naked, man. We would be borrowers. Chapter 28, around 45 throughout. The scripture describes all the infirmities that the nation would be suffering, man.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and 9. I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So if you got to take both. First, you got to take the whole roll into account. Is what the brother just read is in the New Testament. All right. What say that again. It was in the New Testament what he just read. Hey man, so we go through this world butt naked and in want of all things coming to Esau Edom.
Because it tell you Israelites be in poverty.
Right.
Not running fucking Hollywood and entertainment industry, the Diamond District,
exactly.
all the banks belonging to the damn so-called Jews.
Basically having all the world's wealth
and
laid up
in the best neighborhoods in all these cities all throughout the earth, man.
Exactly. So is that hate speech to say that that's the truth, man?
Because it's the fucking truth.
Matter of fact, brother, grab me. Are you holding something right now?
I was just looking at Job 9:24.
Go ahead and get that, and then
before we get, let me get Michael Malachi 1.
Con.
To prove who the wicked is, and you read that.
Con, yeah. And then after you get that, grab Galatians 4 and 16. Yep. Don't worry about it.
Chapter 1 and 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his hedges waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Will you read that again, brother, just to clarify that Most High, when people say that the Most High is all love, that he loves everybody, make sure that you hear this. Go ahead.
Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his hedges waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's right, man.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
That's right.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh shall have indignation forever.
So the Most High not only despises Esau Edom and has indignation and hatred for Esau Edom, you have no no way to repent, man. The Most High will hate you forever, all right, forever and ever. And that is that, you know, you want to talk about who says this and that about hate speech. Hey, man, the Most High hates Esau, Edom. You
Most
don't
High
have
created hate speech.
Right. The Most High created hate speech, so you don't have enmity with us. You have enmity with the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. With that being said, go ahead and hammer that fact home.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked,
Which we just declared who the wicked was, being
Esau,
that the wicked is Esau, that the wicked is Esau, Edom.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Hey, so if it's not Esau, Edom, if
Who is
Esau, Edom is not the so-called border of wickedness, then who is it? Is it Ishmael? Because if we're gonna let the wicked paint the picture of who the wicked is, then
Everybody would be
everybody.
That
Right.
scripture's a preposition. Find out.
Which
Show us who the
Which,
wicked
to
is.
be honest,
let me read this.
Look at the state of the world, man.
Right.
Slot, go ahead.
No, let me read this and show you, like you said, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? Now we see the shit Esau is doing all throughout the earth.
Right.
And nobody is standing up. He can just go throughout the earth and terrorize and bomb people and steal shit. You see, nobody can't say nothing about it. Why is that, man? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man.
That's right.
Only the man who running the planet Earth can do the shit that Esau is doing,
And
man.
they changed the faces of the judges thereof.
Yup.
So you got the wicked acquitting the wicked.
Yup.
You got the wicked judging the wicked, right? So there ain't no righteous judgment. Go ahead.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Right.
Why? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Esau is all throughout the earth on a fucking rampage, and nobody is standing up against him. Why? Because he runs the earth, man.
That's
the
right.
so-called white man runs the earth as the Bible said he would, man.
That's
because he's the Edomite.
Right.
You see? He's the Edomite,
Who
man.
was given the sword? Whose
Yeah,
blessing
exactly,
was the sword?
exactly.
Who loves blood?
That's that we made earlier. About, no righteous judgment going
Oh,
forward.
that there was no righteous judgment in the earth.
That's how I got it.
Yeah, it's Haggai. Because you got two. Is it 2 and 1? 2 and 3.
I gotta remember.
My bad. It's Habakkuk. My bad. I got it right here.
Con.
Let me get this real quick. Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 3. Why doest thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that rise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Go ahead, brother.
You see? Because the wicked is being ruled. That's why wrong judgment is going forth, man. Esau is all throughout the earth causing hell and chaos. And if and anybody who gets in his way, he kills them, man.
Right. Or you
see?
get deemed
Deemed
a
a
terrorist.
terrorist for speaking
Or-
out against him, terrorizing you.
Right.
You see?
And that's what he's been doing. Esau's a big ass dude.
Like he just standing there punching your face and you want to fight back. Oh, he's a terrorist.
Right.
What the fuck you
Yeah, no,
mean?
and that's exactly how it is.
The military has
You
a
know?
term for it called gaslighting, man. That's
Right.
exactly what they do, man.
Sit there, harass the shit out you.
Harass the fuck, and
you
then as
know.
soon as you say something get big, you're a terrorist,
Right.
now, man.
They say, oh, see.
We
No
ain't
matter-
we ain't
no
taking
matter
this
if
shit
you
no more,
bomb
bro.
us-
He's a terrorist.
No matter if
Right.
they bombing you in your own land, you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
bro.
Because Jake don't even got his own land, but if you a heathen and they bombing your own land, you decide to stand and fight for your people, you're a terrorist now, man.
And see,
Hey, you in the house chilling, you bombing you come out with the gun and start shooting back. Oh, he's a terrorist.
He's
Look,
a terrorist.
He's shooting at us.
Kill this nigga.
Nigga, you just wiped out half the city.
right.
Exactly.
You just killed my grandma.
And that's
Yeah,
been
my
happening,
grandma.
man. And Esau, you gotta take account for that. Your troops have been doing that. Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, man, for too long, man.
Right. And you just, it's common sense.
Matter of fact, Ishmael, by their culture, every man has an AK. So does that mean they all terrorists, man?
Right. So look at it this way, man. If someone was to come and do that shit in America, right? Someone was to come
Exactly, right?
here. I'm just saying. You take this into account. Say that you had the Russians come here, right? And they put a base in
Set up an embassy.
Right. They set up an embassy
In DC.
In DC.
God.
and every day a Russian dude is outside talking shit to Donald, to just to whoever,
I know, right?
to the soldiers, whoever, and talking shit. And the first time that a red-blooded American jumps up and says, "We're not having this kind of shit anymore,"
He's a terrorist.
then he's a terrorist. And they fucking slap you in an armbar, choke you the fuck out in front of your wife and kids,
Kill you.
beat the dog shit out you, and then dump your ass butt naked in front, back at home.
Then send more troops to your country,
Right.
to occupy your shit,
Right.
then send and go on a smear campaign,
Right.
and say, "Oh, these people are terrorists because they're fighting back. They're defending themselves, man."
Or they support homosexuality, so we gonna bust everybody's ass here.
Come on, man.
That shit would not fly here, man.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, Americans would lose their mind. You would have grandmas busting caps
Yep.
before. Not in my America.
That's
You know
a
what I
beautiful
mean?
thing, and I was just about to say, and that's exactly what's going on in the Middle East, man.
Exactly.
This Free Syrian Army was college students, man.
And the thing is, man, Esau his fucking goddamn media machine, man, because that's what
it is.
This shit is a media beast, man.
Right.
Because the way Esau spins these stories and all this propaganda that he spins, man, this media that he controls is a fucking beast, man. Because you have people who will come from these countries that's war torn by Esau and come and tell you the truth. You like, yo, we never heard none of this shit that this dude is talking about.
Ever.
Because Esau spins that story to make it look like these people just over here killing their own people,
Right.
doing all type of shit, just like he did with Syria, with
Just like-
Bashar al-Assad.
Right.
You see?
Turn the whole nation. Tried to
against
turn the
them.
nation against
But
them.
the thing is, everything Esau does, he will blame it on another person for. So Esau go all throughout the earth, rape, rob, and murder. He doing all this shit, and he'll say what? Oh, these people, they're rape, robbing, and murdering their people. All the shit Esau says these nations are doing, that's what the fuck he's doing.
Look,
man.
just put it this
You know?
way. They said that U.S. drone strikes in the last 20 years are responsible for almost 80% of the deaths in the Middle East. 80% of the deaths. That's including like.
And they displaced like 70, 80 million people.
Right,
man.
right, and that's including like sickness, natural causes,
All that shit,
all of
man.
that shit. They
Combined,
said,
man.
yeah, all that shit combined. They said that 80% of deaths in the Middle East.
500,000 Iraqi in Iraq alone.
Yeah. 80% of the death rate in the last 20 years has been caused by like U.S. airstrikes or artillery strikes.
All that shit, man.
Just in general.
Yeah, so, bro.
I'm just holding a set for him.
Yeah.
That Galatians.
Well, brother, grab that Galatians and then grab Job 13 and 4.
All right, go to Galatians first.
Yeah.
16.
Yep.
This is Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
And that's all that not only we do, but just the groups that are under the elders, man. Are we really the enemies of the earth? Why is it that what we say is being deemed hate speech, man? Why is it that we defend this gospel, defend what the scriptures say, and we're spewing some sort of hate speech, man? I saw we caught a strike earlier this week. The video wasn't even offensive, to be honest.
On my main page.
Yeah.
For some old shit.
Yeah.
Because I said you Edomites gonna be taken down by the Lord. That was the title of the video. Edomites gonna be taken down by the Lord.
Right.
Now you have to clarify. Who am I using hate speech against? Who are the Edomites? Or you know what I'm
Right.
talking about? Come on,
Right.
man. You exposing yourself.
Right, exactly. Because now you go. That's going to be the next thing.
Say it, they're gone. They're done away with already, man.
So why is it?
So,
hate
so,
speech?
so if
Just-
they're done away with it, we're hate speeching a race that's not here anymore.
it's hate
According to
speech.
your
That's what I'm gonna say. So
You have to identify who the Edomites are.
Is it hate speech? Is it hate speech against Edom?
A nation that's already done away with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
So
hate
what-
speech against dinosaurs and shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't see no T-Rex walking down the street and shit.
Something is fishy. Something's fishy with that right there.
You wanted Joe
Oh, I
13?
got some. Yeah, Job 13. Just real quick. It's like the brother was saying, man. Somebody being dishonest in a motherfucker.
Somebody lying.
Right.
Some ain't adding up here.
Right. Somebody lying.
Job 13 and 4, and it says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value."
And that's the main thing, man, about who we speaking of the fortune of lies, Esau, Edom, we have to now refer to as E, because allegedly speaking on Esau, Edom is hate speech. So what's the deal, man? Who's lying? Are we full of shit, or are you trying to run a smear campaign against the Hebrew Israelites because we telling the truth, man?
We need questions answered. Who the fuck
Right,
Edomites are?
right.
Who are the Edomites though?
Right, yeah. Who are the
If we
Edomites?
use hate speech, who are the Edomites?
Right.
Let's clarify that before we deem that being hate speech.
Right, or you know, or if we're such bad guys, you know, what are we doing? What are we doing that's overly wrong, man? What are we doing that we need to be blotted out?
I got something.
Go ahead, Art.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh shall abhor. The wicked through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are grievous, and thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's what Esau doing in the minute. He walking around with his chest. You see how Donald Trump walking around with his chest out,
Chest puffed out.
See? As if he can't be touched. You see? Verse 6. He has said in his heart.
Like him.
Yeah, like that nigga right there.
Niggas cold as fuck. You right on the top
With
down.
the top down.
With a shirt and tie, top down.
Eddie's
Looking
Jake.
at us and shit.
Only Jake would do some shit like that. 30 degrees,
Psalm-
28 degrees with the top
Church
down.
or something, man.
Psalm chapter 10, verse 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Man, that's Esau Edom to the T.
Damn crackers, man.
I shall never see adversity.
Read that just one more time. Just, I mean, damn. Esau, dance out of the way of this.
So then
I
we can
wish
ask,
Esau-
who is Esau, according to this right here?
Psalms 10 and 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved.
I shall not be moved. We wish you would retaliate after we done slapped the shit out of you.
This nigga Trump said what? This nigga Trump said if we went to war with Iran, it would end up bad for Iran. Well, that's not what's written.
No.
That's not what's in the scriptures, man.
No.
Nope.
You see? That's the pride of your heart deceiving you, man.
And that
Because it's already
same
written in Ezekiel 38,
that same
man.
pride.
Yup.
Go ahead, brother.
Psalm chapter 10, verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
I shall. You will never.
That's
never.
some prideful shit to say,
That-
man.
hey,
Hey, that's that Make
That's
America
beyond
Great Again
pride.
spirit.
Yes.
That's that Make America Great Again
That's-
spirit, man.
this is-
We're not going to be
Trump.
America. We're going to go back to number one. No,
Right.
nigga.
No. You a coon for thinking so.
It's not written for America to go on forever, man. It's written for America to be taken down by Yahweh Shai, man.
God.
You see?
And it shows you ain't of the Lord, man, because you think that no adversity should come to you, man.
Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
You terrorist mother. Esau done. I watched the video, man. You know, just to keep on that, brother. But I watched the video. Just make this point real quick. It was about 2 minutes long, 2-minute video or so, of a dude, red-blooded American cat. He was like, "Am I the only one that woke up this morning that was fucking excited? Like, we got a president that just annihilates terrorists." Like, he went on a 2-minute rant, basically on some just like destroy everything, kill it. Yeah, some super. Damn, nigga. Niggas is destroyed, boy. I'm telling you. Hell no. Meanwhile, you got niggas doing that shit. Anyhow. But this dude went on a 2-minute rant about how great Trump was and how bad Iran was. And it was to the point that I had a hard time even watching it.
And
Just
why
of
does
how
he think
ignorant
that,
it
man?
was.
The fucking propaganda machine, man.
Yes.
You see?
yes.
Because at the end of the day, America has been at war for 222 years.
17 years of peace.
Out of 239 years of being established.
Most adults in America have already outlived the peacetime.
You see?
You live to be 17 years old in America, you've outlived the peacetime in America.
So how the fuck
And it
is
wasn't consecutive.
how is Iran the terrorists? How these nations in the Middle East the terrorists when America has been at war ever since it's been established, man?
Basically for its
93%
whole
It
existence.
said 93% of the time America has been at war, so only 7% of the time America has been established have they been at peace, man. You see? But who's the terrorists?
Right.
This is a kingdom got through blood, man.
Right.
All throughout the earth, bombing and shit,
And
man.
well, it's a
You see,
lot.
funding for governments to be overthrown and all type of shit, man.
using what do they call proxy armies and that
Proxy
shit is
wars and
wicked,
shit,
man.
man.
Fighting proxy wars.
Using
Destabilizing the economy and
psychological
shit.
warfare
Right.
shit, destabilizing a vast majority of the Northern Kingdom, man. They were already fucked off due to the curses, man. But y'all, you know what I mean, stepped on the wound, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
And they've been doing that since when they first got to the New World.
Mischief and vanity.
And they took over Rome. Esau, you just cold busted, man.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing you can do, man. And then the Most High has it to where all your dirt is coming out, and you can't even hide yourself anymore, man.
That's why.
But
Man.
at the end of the day, they're not even really
Man.
trying to, man. Because the Most High, what is He doing? He's harder than your hurts, man.
And that's
He's
why-
leading you to these endeavors, man.
And that's one of the reasons too why this is becoming hate speech, because they can no longer hide from the fact it's very shameful that Esau Edom. Yep. It's very shameful that all of this is now becoming known knowledge, man. The fact that Esau Edom can't hide his crimes, that he can't slip out of the back door anymore, the fact that he just can't say some shit and it's law anymore.
I got you.
And shit's coming to be, man.
Right.
The last camp we had was 2019, man. Look what already happened in 2020, man.
Right.
Bro,
The last camp we had as brothers, man, was the last year. Look what already happened, man.
bro, this ain't even a
This ain't
full
even-
week.
This
Yeah.
ain't even full. It's
It
not
ain't
even
even a
full
full
month,
week in
man.
2020.
No.
And Esau on one, man.
Esau already.
Hey, that's why
on
the
one.
Most High told us, man. Though it tarry, wait for it, man.
They said the number one trending thing on the internet is World War III.
And the first week of
A
2020.
weekend, man.
That lets you know what kind of year this is about to be, man.
Number 2 was the draft. So there
so,
you go.
So that's all about war, man.
You know what I mean? And for years, you called the older Aki crazy. Now look at this coming to fruition, man.
Wars, go ahead, brother.
I
Go
got
ahead.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory.
Yup.
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Mhm.
The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Man, shameful spewing, shameful spitting on your glory, man.
You see all this, y'all always talk about how great America is, this and the other. How was America built, man? Off the back, off the blood, sweat, and tears of so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You see? Rape, robbery, and murder, atrocities, man.
Which the scripture, roughly paraphrasing, definitely says, "Woe to you that builds the city off of iniquity and blood."
I got you. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood,
Yep.
establish a city by iniquity.
Hey man, and for those reasons, Esau, you all out. You ass out.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? The wind is blowing today. Hey, the wind blowing your shit all up over here. Your little meat out. You exposed, man. There's
Yeah.
no hiding from what you
Your
done.
nakedness is out there,
I
man.
got
You're
no-
ashamed, man.
Keep feeding me, bro.
I'm
Like
lobbing
Z,
them up.
like Z.
Slob City.
This is Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Right.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
So we know, man, the world is aware of your little grimy secret meetings. The world is aware that you're doing wickedness. The world is aware.
They're starting to
that
see
you're-
it more and more.
Right, that you're committing war crimes across the globe. The world is aware that you're having unrighteous dealings. The world is aware that you've committed violence and acts of violence in places that you do not belong, and they're not having it no more, man. All right, the nations of the earth are not having it no more. You know, they're done with drinking the Babylon juice, man.
The Babylon, Khan.
I got a piece of
And you're
Go ahead.
And you
I
and
got
you
my
see,
little
and your
lesson,
seed is
but
spoiled now
you
too,
done
man.
hit about 3 or 4 of
You
the
know,
steps on it already. So I'm just
Joe
like, I
six
ain't
pack a
tripping.
day Edomites are spoiled too, man. Because they're the two-time losers that don't get to reap the benefits with you elites, man.
That's right.
I got you.
That's
right
right.
here. Because at the end of the day, man, the Most High is putting a spirit on these people to see through Esau's bullshit, man. And everything we're bringing out, everything we're saying about Esau is all according to the prophecies, as the Most High said it will happen. It's happening, man.
But
And
I-
my bad.
Y'all niggas don't want to deal with prophecy.
Yup.
Simply put,
Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So all the nations are waking up to your bullshit, Esau. You see, you can't hide yourself no more. Your lies are not working no more. You see, all these nations, they once looked at you as being the fucking superhero of the earth, but now they found out you the damn villain, man.
Right.
You
yeah.
see,
That
you the
that
villain,
image,
man.
That
Nobody's
image.
watching the news anymore. Everybody's going alternative,
Right,
man.
right. Have you guys watched? Have you watched? You know, y'all fellas watched the. I know it came out like in the summertime.
The Boys?
Yeah, the boys.
Yo, they fucking old boy.
The boy. They Homelander. That Homelander.
Homelander. Yeah, they Homelander.
Yeah,
There
everybody.
was a meme on that.
Yeah.
How
that's
Americans look at them, Esau as being Superman, but the rest of the nation see him as Homelander.
As Homelander.
He's a fucking terrorist,
Because
man.
Homelander pull up, they be like, oh fuck, it's
Yeah.
Homelander.
Yeah.
Because Homelander about to pull up and do some fuck shit.
Yeah,
That's what
That's
they
Esau,
know.
man.
Yeah. Homelander gonna pull up and do some fuck shit because he can. That's how Homelander gets down.
And who was Homelander in the show? He was a damn Edomite,
He
man.
was an Edomite.
He was
man,
an Edomite, man.
Who was hiding behind that wicked ass smile.
He was putting on that facade as he was here to save the world and make the world a better place. But behind the scenes, man, he was doing all manner of wickedness, man.
He was a beast, man.
You
Yup.
see?
Con, you got it set, bro. Was you holding one still?
That was it. That was all I had on that one.
Con.
You get that, Isaiah?
Yeah, grab that.
You want me to start at, hey, so you want me to start at 13?
Nah, not yet. Yeah, start at 13 and read to about 5.
Come.
Shit, slavery and everything.
This is Isaiah 65 and 13.
I got
It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart,
That's right.
and howl for vexation of spirit." 15, "And ye shall leave your name for a curse to my chosen, for the Lord Yahweh shall slay thee and call his servants by another name."
That's right.
Was that 15?
Yeah, that's 15.
Con. And hey, man, that's gonna be that time. That's the time that we're coming towards, man. All right, because when all of this stuff finally comes to a head, and the world is in the state of chaos that is coming to it, you know, that's biblically prophesied to take over Babylon, the total chaos. All right, when that time comes, hey, we gonna know what to do. We've been taught and prepared through biblical study and biblical, you know, the Lord, first and foremost, the Spirit of the Most High supping with us. Lord willing, we'll have that understanding in that time to lean on the scriptures and the understanding that we've built through the scriptures. Whereas Esau, Edom, hey man, who are you gonna lean on? You know, Malcolm kind of described it in a dream where he was saying, when he was witnessing a bunch of, you know, the elder Malcolm from the Chicago camp, he was speaking on a dream he had. Basically with, you know, high-ranking officials, military officials, and government officials in a bunker, essentially watching the end of the world, knowing that they weren't gonna make it throughout this situation, and they decided to, you know, turn all their keys and start smashing buttons to essentially send all these rockets. And then they're arguing in there, chain smoking, doing this, that, the next. They decide that they're just gonna shoot off these rockets.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and then they say, you know, God help us. And at the end, and this is the end of his dream. And he was saying, but they knew they weren't gonna make it. You know, they knew that their bunker was gonna be wiped out. That no matter what they did, and then they leaned on who was you leaning on?
Satan.
Exactly.
They was leading to their own understanding,
A
man.
whole trick bag, man. Esau, Edom is in the biggest trick bag of all
Let me
time.
show you. Esau
Those
is so
bunkers
fucking
ain't
stupid,
shit, man.
Right.
Because who's to say you even gonna make it there, man?
That's what.
Who's to
Con.
say you even gonna get to your crib and grab your little punk ass Glock or shotgun, man?
And that was the whole point. Was, hey man, grab 2 Peter's, bro.
Oh, I had to set the land back for you real quick, man.
Yeah, go ahead and land. 2 Peter's.
This
I
is
think I got it written down. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
10.
hey, lean not to your own understanding, man. This is Isaiah 33:6. "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." You know?
Con.
You know
Go
what
ahead,
this
break
brother
it
was
down.
going into, man.
Break it
You
down.
know, hey, these bunkers and these missile shelters, man. These weapons and that food that you got stored up, man. Hey, when that time comes, who's to say you're not gonna be caught up somewhere else, man?
The only ones who are gonna
You know?
survive that, man, is the elite.
The Most High has. At the end of the day, the Most High has that choice, man.
The only ones who are gonna get to them bunkers is the elites. That's it.
Right.
Because
All
they're
you- all
probably
you
already
do is
there
their
right
purpose.
now, man.
All you doomsday prepping that food here in America, man, you setting that up for the man of the Lord. Just
Yeah.
like you just read, the Most High servant's gonna eat.
Yeah.
And what you think you storing all that food up for? You think you storing it up for yourself? No, man. Your
Yeah.
ass gonna be out here in the world somewhere,
waste,
on all hell breaking loose.
Right.
You're gonna get rounded up, and that food is gonna be left for a man of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You see?
That's right. And you ain't gonna get to touch it, man. You know that, and the Most High, the Most High, and for the 2/3 along with you. To be honest, 2/3 of Israel got to go too, cause don't make it. People try to make it seem like, hey, not all of Israel is of Israel, man.
Yeah, man, they ain't
You
help
know?
prepare the feast, man.
Right. People want to talk about how we pick on, we're racism, we're this, that. Hey, man, we pick on anybody who's not of the elect, man. If you're not of the elect, we really not even worried about your ass.
If you're not doing the work,
We
if you're
hope
not
you, man.
if you're not making your body a living sacrifice for your how about Shemi Shah, it's open season. on you.
Yeah, so yeah, you just meet, you kindle for the fire, man.
And when the Most High say them that are not with me are against me.
Con, did you
Second Peter.
yeah, that 2 and 3 are should be 3 and 10, like 3 and 10. Because we, speaking on that fire, this is something that I just want to give a visual, like, and the Most High is gonna roast this thing. You know what I'm saying? You got people all of a sudden you worried about World War III, this, that, and those. Hey, the Lord about to melt this hoe. Everything, all the wickedness, this shit gonna be purged clean. All right, all the wickedness that's going on in Babylon is gonna be taken care of. What they say that fire gonna be like, brother?
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's right.
And the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
That's right.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Allah, I'm trying to make up for my sins by being there for the birth of my friend's daughter to show right here. So if you don't mind, for the next however many minutes into this bus gets here, very scripture, positive scripture about paying for your sins, atoning for your sins.
Do you see yourself on
Speaking of bad tongues,
Do you see yourself on this sign? What's your nationality, man?
I am South Korean on my mother's side, French on my father's.
So your father's a Frenchman.
Yes, sir.
So this might not be for you, man. We only out here looking for the Israelites. Now, we do have our people scattered amongst the French.
Okay, the Israelites are God's people, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
My friend Casey was Jewish. Is that Israelites?
No, that has
Nah.
nothing to do with Israel.
Yeah, Israel, Judah, Benjamin.
Yeah, the people who dwell in the land of Israel, they are false Jews. They're not the true Israelites according to the Bible.
Right. They're what you would call
So
they're
is this
converts.
bad luck right now for me, trying to get there for the birth of my friend's daughter, and I'm corrupt with sin, and that's all I'm doing. This is to fix our family's curse.
I mean, we are under the curse. We
All right, well
cursed.
then,
Well,
we believe in the same thing, so please
pushed
read.
over.
We don't believe in the same thing.
Yeah, we
You believe in
might
Jesus
not.
Christ, don't you?
I believe in the great creator. If that's God, yes. I'm not going to put a specific name to the face, because when you do that, it's a specific
We don't
person.
believe in the same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's
Alright.
and there's curses coming to the French, there's curses coming to the British, all those people, man, all those
All right.
European countries.
Thank you
they're
so
getting
much.
Cursed, man.
Thank you.
That's the judgment, man. That's what the Most High wants you to hear, bro.
Anyhow, that's funny. He said I'm doing it for the right reasons. Hey man,
You said something.
like the brother just read, man. Salak, that dude came up while he was reading about how hot the fire was gonna be.
This might sound crazy. This might sound real crazy. But in good faith, to show that we do believe in some sort of great creator in some positive realm. My sick friend is a smoker. And I might help with people's as like praying just for the time. Maybe I'm gonna help you out with good luck. Can I please get a cigarette?
No,
I
we don't-
might have
we
money.
don't- see, we don't believe in the same thing.
We don't smoke,
We
bro.
don't smoke.
Right.
But
Pregnancy pains. What does that have to do?
That's and
You
that's
know.
the, Esau was so fucked up, man. That was propaganda from the 1930s that they used to sell to pregnant women in America, or excuse me, the fitness, man. They used to have commercials with pregnant women smoking cigarettes, man.
It's like in the military, man. Cigarettes used to come in MREs, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
That was pushing
Well,
that shit. And the
They
doctors
still put the matches in there.
Yup. And the doctors pushing that shit heavy, man. That it's okay to smoke. But that dude was a damn devil, man. A damn demon.
Yeah.
He barely making sense, man.
Yeah, he was just
Straight up demon, man. Going to
he may
Hey,
not
but that,
even know
hey,
where he's at.
they're about to drink at that cup though, man, and the Most High just showing that shit.
Con. And Salaki, brother, man, Salaki for that whole segment.
Awkwardness.
So back in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The element, amen. Those elements being everything that's on Earth right now. Everything on the planet Earth is devised of elements, including the human body. All right, you're gonna witness everything melt away in this place.
That's right.
All right. Well, if you even make it that far, that's just putting that, to make it to that fire. And the Most High, He really hated your ass. If He preserved you through famine, pestilence, race riots, world war, just to melt your ass in the end of it all, that's a damn shame, man. You make it to that point, the Most High had a great hatred for you, man. He wanted to burn your ass. It would be a mercy to go out before that. Yeah, but was there anything else on that, brother? I think that was it. That was about all I had on that. If y'all brothers, one of y'all brothers ready to get your thing going, good, bro.
You wanted to break down Ezekiel, right?
You got it.
No, you better at Ezekiel. I watched your videos before. I'll just do Joel. You want to hop into Joel 3?
Just bring it up.
Hop in Joel 3, and then we'll try to make it full circle.
You got it. Go ahead. Bring out what you got.
All right, yeah. One of y'all want to grab Joel 3 for me?
I got you.
I'll just break it down a little bit, spark some sips, and then close on. Or Halaki wants to close on Ezekiel. So.
Joel chapter 3. I'll start at 1. Matter of fact, to show you why this shit coming. Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem,
Talk about now.
yep, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel,
Hey,
whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, meaning the Most High's judgment, man. That's in the Middle East, man. And like we've been bringing out since we started camp, man. This Iranian declaration of war, man, is making things come tenfold, man. It's coming, man.
Jumping down to verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong.
And hey, like back in Obadiah, man, verse 3, I believe, man. Hey, these heathen nations are ready for war, man. You just took out, like me and the brother on the way to camp was talking about, man. That's like somebody taking out the U.S. Secretary of Defense, man, and expecting the U.S. not to retaliate, man. So like I was bringing out earlier, man, the Most High is doing this, man. He's pouring the Spirit out upon all flesh, man, to bring about this thing to happen quicker, man. You know what I mean? He's shortening these days, man, and it's high time. It's apparent, man. This year got called the year of prophecy, man. We're not even 10 days in, and we're already on the cusp of another world's war, man.
God.
But you think we're out here to just hang out, man? You think we're out here and the Most High just presented this book for no reason, man?
This is Joel chapter 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, For there I was sent to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is near, in the valley of decision. And this is what we're approaching, man. The Most High is quickly, you know, well, I ain't gonna say quickly, but he's moving to push these nations towards this World War III, man. That's why he's having all these incidents happen, man.
That's right.
This not happening by coincidence, man.
Because the Most High not going to make his word come back void, man. You thought that we was out here for year after year, man, doing this work, and shit wasn't going to happen, man. You got laughs out of it, man. You got chuckles, man, making the men of the Lord seem crazy, man. But it's happening, man, and you're seeing it, man. You are literally watching the last days of these Edomites, man.
The prophecy.
You know, this brother just brought out, man, in his own lesson, man. In his own lesson that they're going down, man.
Yup.
You know?
Because it's
How
not.
about Shim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash Bakata? Shalom.
Shalom,
Be safe, man. Be safe.
Yeah, man. So, cause at the end of the day, man, the Most High ain't. He ain't said speak these words in vain, man. He ain't tell you all this is gonna happen just to have it fall by the wayside. No.
Call me when y'all brothers finish.
Con. So yeah, man, the Most High didn't just speak all these words in vain, man. Everything the Most High has spoken is going to come to pass, man. You see, whether you people believe it or not, and if you don't believe it, oh well, it's still gonna come to pass, man.
Yeah,
just like
pursuing to verse 9, man, like he said, man, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, man. This is what the brothers is commanded to do, man. We've been warning y'all, and we're going to continue to warn y'all till the Most High remove us from the streets, man. And hopefully put us in one of the chariots, man.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3.
Con.
For what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yahweh forbid, yea, let the Most High be true and every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Hey, that's a rhetorical question, man. You can go ahead, my bad.
That's all you got.
Hey, that's a rhetorical question from the Most High. Meaning, hey, just because you don't believe what the men of the Lord are heard preaching to you week in and week out, in season and out of season, man, doesn't mean it's not coming to fruition, man. Prophecy after prophecy is coming to pass, man. And this Ezekiel 38 prophecy is big, man. You know, this is this war that's going to divide the kingdom of Esau, man, and bring them down, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So it lets you know we're speaking the words of the Most High, man. We're not speaking our own words, man. We're doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua as we have been commanded to do through the Holy Spirit, man. You see? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Meaning what? Everything that's written in this book is going to come to pass, man. For all the... Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You see? So at the end of the day, it don't matter what you people believe, man. It don't matter what you think about the men of the Lord, man. Because at the end of the day, the words of the Most High is going to stand, man. And all you people are going to be found out to be liars, man. You see? You believe in bullshit. You see? All of you, man.
Yep. Hey, we're simply here just to warn. You want to grab Jeremiah 30 and 7 or Jacob's trouble? You know, and we have to remember the fundamentals of the truth, man. This shit stems to Jacob and Esau, man. You know, hey, had we not transgressed the will of the Most Heavenly Father, man, we wouldn't be in this predicament, man. But it was written in foretime, man, for our learning, man.
Jeremiah 30 and 4. And these are the words that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
And we're coming to that time now, man. We was talking about the federal government website being shut down because people are scared of this draft, man, of all nations, man, here in Babylon, man.
Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
And who's that he, man? That remnant that is seeking after the Lord's heart, man.
God.
That's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Because the reason I had him grab that is because we're heavily coming into that time, man. Hey, seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Because, hey, when World War III break out, man, hey, all you preppers, man, none of that shit is gonna happen, man. You guys are gonna be swept up in this shit like a flood, man. You know, your only hope is that you're an Israelite and that the Most High choose you, man. You know, because our job is to proclaim that Babylon is fallen, man.
Yep.
You know? And we're not going to be out here forever, man. You want to grab the filming of the word real quick? Was that Amos 8:11? You know, you only got so much time to seek out this word, man. It's 2020, first weekend, first camp of the year for the Akim in the Springs, man. You know? And we already have declared war, man. You know, so, hey, man.
And the war yet. It's brewing.
It's brewing. You know what I'm saying? The situation is brewing. The conflict is being spoke of, man. And that's pursuant to another prophecy. There shall be wars and rumors of wars, man.
Damn. This is Amos chapter 8. And 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, and shall to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and shall not find it. In that day shall the 5 virgins and the young men faint for thirst.
Exactly, man. And right now you are being blessed with the men of the Lord on these highways and byways, man, coast to coast, man, across many nations, man. But the Most High already prophesied that there will be a famine, man, because he's extending that hand, man. And what does Jake do, man? Pulls away that shoulder, man. You know, but hey, it's high time, man. High time to wake up, man.
What's that, bro?
Famine.
That was about it, huh?
You want to jump into Ezekiel?
We got a lot more time to be out here. This is, let me get Matthew 24 and 3. Barbecue shop. Because at the end of the day, man, what we're waiting for as the men of the Lord, as the servants of Yahweh Shai, what we're waiting for is the second coming of our Lord, man. And just like we was inquiring when he was walking on this earth, we're doing that. We're watching for those things he told us to watch for, man. So go ahead, bro.
You wanted
Matthew 24 and 3.
All right. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat up the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
So the disciples, they was asking Yahweh Shai, man, how are we gonna know when you're coming back? How are we gonna know what to look for? And how to measure when your second coming is gonna happen? And what did Yahweh Shai tell them? Go ahead, bro.
You want me to read verse 4, chapter 6?
No, read all the way down to 6.
All right, con. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
And that's what's going on, man. You see, that's already happening. You got men out here acting like they're the Messiah, man. You got a nigga in South Africa talking about he Jesus Christ, man. That's that prophecy coming to pass.
You got many churches in every city in America, man.
Yep.
That's been passed, man.
Yup. And the thing is, it's gonna get even worse the closer we get to Yahweh Shai's coming. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars.
Yep.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
You see, this is just a rumor of war, man. You see, the war ain't popped off yet. This is just a rumor. You see, these nations are having in the Middle East, there are rumors leading up to war. You see, the Yahweh Shai told us that this will be a sign of his second coming, man. These are the beginning of sorrows right here. You You see? Yeah, something else on that?
I mean, it's verse 7.
Yeah. Keep going. Read all with
To 9, 10.
to 8.
And ye shall, verse 7, and nation shall rise against nation,
Yup.
and kingdom against kingdom,
Yup.
and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yo, and that's what's happening, man. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We're seeing this even on an even higher level now than ever before, man. You see? And we can tie it into what's said in biblical prophecy, man. Yahushua told us that these things would be happening before, you see, he showed up on the scene once again, man. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilences, earthquakes. All this is going on in the earth, man. And it's just going to continue to ramp up, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yo, all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So it ain't even popped off fully yet, man. This is just the beginning. And it's just going to get worse from here on out, man. It gets no better from here on out. It just only gets worse, man. You see? But the men of the Lord, just like the brother read in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, the strength of salvation. That's what we're going to be stable in this time, man. Because we know and understand what the fuck is about to happen. Because Yahushua, you see, through the Spirit of the Most High, has put us up on game, man, to tell us what was going to be happening in this time before he showed up. You see? Let me get Isaiah. Try to go through this real quick. Isaiah 13:4. You see? And this is what we're watching for, man. We're watching for the prophecies to happen, man. You see? That's why I tell you in Revelation, man. The spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. You see? Go ahead,
That's
bro.
right. This is Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
So who's causing all this stir up in the Middle East, man? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man.
That's right, man.
This is all the working of the Most High, man.
That's
This
right.
is not of man. This is of the Most High. It's all according to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So these nations going back and forth with each other, it's for the Most High's will and word to come to pass, man.
That's right, man.
You see, and we're seeing America's military movement. They're sending more troops to the Middle East. That's all of the Most High, man. You see, the murder of Qasem Soleimani. You see, that's all.
Soleimani?
That's all of the Most High, man. You see,
That's right.
he's putting the spirit on these nations to prepare for war, man. Because that's what season we're in. You see, for every time on the earth, there's a season for that, man. And the season that we're in is a time of war, man. That's why this year has popped off with such a bang, man. Because that's the spirit that's about to go forth, man. The spirit of war. You see? You got something?
I was just going to try to find the most high pour out his spirit upon all flesh, man.
Let me get Joel chapter 3. Well, you already read that. Let me get Isaiah 34:1. Well, shit. Yeah, Isaiah 34:1. Let me Isaiah 34:1 through 3. Read 1 through 3.
This is Isaiah 34. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world. I got it. The world, all things that come forth of it.
You see, that's the Most High talking to the whole world, man. The Most High is talking to all the nations through his men. You see, telling all you nations to hearken and hear it, man. You see? Because he's about to tell you what's about to happen, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, man. And why is this going to happen? It's going to happen for what you nations have partaken in, man. And that's the spoiling of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Because you partook in our downfall with Esau and Edom, man. You see? You helped this damn devil keep us in the oppressed state. So now the wrath of the Most High is upon all of you heathen nations, beginning with you Edomites, man. You see? Beginning with you so-called white people, man. It begins with you. But all you other nations are going to take part in this ass whooping that the Most High is going to put upon you, man. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. He hath Oh, Salak. And his fury upon all their armies.
Yo, all their armies. That's what's about to happen in the Middle East, man. Every nation's military is about to be destroyed in the Middle East, man.
Yahweh Shaphat, man.
Yup. Yup.
Right there in that valley, man.
Yup. Go ahead, bro.
Father. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
And that lets you know it's already happened, man. We have delivered. That's past tense, man. So what Isaiah's seeing right here, it's already happened, man. You see, we're just waiting for it to manifest in the physical, man. So we already know the outcome of World War III, man. All the nations lose. Yahweh Shai wins, man. The Most High is going to wrought a great victory through Yahweh Shai, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood.
Meaning what, man? It's going to be a whole lot of death over there in the Middle East, man. You see? If every nation's military is going to be destroyed, that's going to be a whole lot of death, man. That's why it's called what? The mountain of troops, man. You see? Because you're going to have millions of troops over there in the Middle East, man, waiting for destruction. Because that's what we're reading right here. You got some more on that? Was that 3?
That was 3.
Yeah, that's 3. Let me get Zephaniah 3 and 8. You see? And this is what comforts us, man. Because we know the play-by-play. We just don't know when it's gonna happen. But what we're doing is we're building ourselves up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. You see, we're getting that oil in our lamps. So when it pops off, we won't be panicking like you people are. Like when this damn assassination happened, you see? Everybody losing their mind in World War III is trending on Twitter. You got the goddamn selective service website that was shut down because people are inquiring about the draft, man.
And they ain't even sent a letter out yet, man.
God,
No war has started yet,
God,
man.
and why did that happen? Because you don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You ain't stable, man. You see? The brothers, man, we didn't panic, man. We rejoiced, man. That shit made us happy.
We smiled, man.
When that fucking assassination happened, I was smiling from ear to ear for 2 days straight. You see, I was happy as hell. I was rejoicing in that, man, because I know what the prophecies say, man. And this all leads up to the destruction of America, man. With that attack, it makes America more hated in the earth, man, which pushes us further to get in our kingdom, man. You see? That's what's happening. Go ahead, bro.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. Oh, you jakes don't like hearing this. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So we don't have to do nothing, man. We don't have to go get no guns. We don't have to store no food. We don't have to take no matters into our own hands, man. We don't have no power, man. All we have to do is continue to do this work as we have been continuing to do by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We ain't not here to be carnal. We ain't not here to be tough guys. We out here to just push the word and do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Sheep in the midst of wolves, man. That's all we commanded to do, man. Do the work. You see? Go ahead, bro.
For my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
So with us knowing that, with us having this understanding that the Most High is going to rise up to the prey, why would we go out here and take up arms, man? Why would we go out here and just run into a house and start trying to kill so-called Jews? We know what the prophecies say, man. We're doing the will of the Most High. We're to sit and be still and wait upon the Lord, man. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, man. We're waiting upon the Lord, man, because at the end of the day, the Most High is going to do all the heavy lifting for us, man. He's going to destroy you nations, man. We're not going to do nothing. We're going to sit back and watch and enjoy the show. You see? So when the scriptures say, wait ye upon me, that's what we're doing, man. Waiting upon the Lord as we have been commanded to do, man. You see? Because the Lord is going to destroy you nations' militaries. We ain't going to do nothing, man. We're just telling you what's about to happen before it happens. The duty of a prophet, man, to say before. You see? That was it on that? Yeah. Let me get Obadiah 1 and 2. Because at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, you Edomites are in for it, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to act like you want to say we terrorists, man. All we doing is reading the scriptures, man. And you can't take it. You see? But one thing you know is, all this shit you're doing in the earth is to your destruction, man. You see? Everything that you're doing in the earth, it leads up to you being destroyed, man. And we gonna get it. Go ahead, bro. Start at one. Start at one.
The verse 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
And that's what's happening, man. With you killing this Salami, whatever this nigga name is, with you killing him, that has put the fucking Iranians and fucking rampage mode, man.
In this spirit right here that we're about to bring out, man.
That has put the Iranians in rampage mode, man. They have hoisted the fucking red flag of revenge, man. You got the Iranian parliament sitting in that session chanting death to America, man. These are politicians are chanting that, man. Iranian politicians are in their chambers chanting death to America, man. Thou art despised amongst the heathen, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
You see, and the thing is, you ain't gonna stop, man. You gonna continue to push these damn heathen nations. You see, you gonna continue to push them and bully them until the Most High put the Spirit on them to finally rise up, man. That's what's about to happen. You see, this is what you're doing, man. Everything you're doing is leading up to your destruction. Why? Because your pride has deceived thee into thinking that you can just whoop everybody's ass, man.
Yep.
And that's not what's written. That's not what's written, man.
Hey, you Edomites have been whipping Jake's ass for so long and for so hard that you were fooled into thinking that these other nations was finna take that shit, man.
And the thing is, it's easy. It's easy to go against somebody who ain't got no standing military, ain't got no infrastructure, we ain't got no backing from no other nation. It's easy to fuck us up.
And the main thing with the Most High is set against them themselves, man. It's easy when the Most High was set against the nation of Israel.
Yep. Exactly, right?
You know, you had the whole backing of the Most High in the universe, man.
Because it's prophecies for you to be able to do the things that you're doing to us, man. But what we're telling you is that time is coming to an end, man. Your power is waning. You're losing your grip on the earth. You ain't got the same pull that you once had, man. You see, and that's all biblical prophecy, man. The Most High is taking your punk ass out of power, man. You see? And we're watching it happen. It's like watching somebody fall in slow motion, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we watching Esau fall out of his power, man. It's happening in slow motion, man. You see? You had some more on that? Was that 2?
Yeah, that was 2. It's like that part of the movie where the wicked mob boss or evil villain, when his henchmen turn on his ass, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For righteousness' sake, man.
Yep.
And they always be shocked as fuck.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that later. Hold that. So that was 1 and 2. Let me get Jeremiah 50 and 9. So yeah, man, everything you Edomites are doing is leading up to your destruction, man. You see? Everything you Edomites is doing is leading to your destruction. Every move you make into the earth, it leads up to the destruction of America. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 50 and 9. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
Let me get that word. Let me see what that word assembly is. So the Most High said He gonna rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of nations. We gonna get the word assembly. See what that says.
Assembly. Kahal. Did I say Kahal? Kahal. Yeah.
So read the definition.
All right. So assembly Kahal. H6950. The definition: assembly, company, congregation, convocation, assembly for evil counsel, war or invasion, religious purpose, company, or returning exiles, congregation, or an organized body.
Yep, an organized body of nations is about to come up against Babylon, man. You see? That's what the Most High has prepared for this place, man.
And it says in I section for evil counsel, war or invasion.
For war or invasion. That's what it's talking about, man. America is going to be destroyed by all these nations, man. Go back to the verse. Read it again.
For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
Great nations with great militaries. You see? Go ahead, bro.
From the north country.
From the north country.
And they shall set themselves in array against her.
You see?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, go ahead. Keep reading, bro. Keep reading.
For hence she shall be taken, their arrow shall be as of mighty expert man.
So all these nations that's gonna come against you, all these nations have nuclear capability, man. Their arrows gonna be like mighty expert man. And what they gonna do?
None shall return in vain.
None shall return in vain. Meaning what? When these missiles are shot off, they're coming to hit their mark, man. You see?
Vain meaning no purpose, and it says they're not going to come back vain.
So they have a purpose, Con. They have a purpose, and that purpose is to destroy America, man. Let me get, matter of fact, so let's read about that assembly of great nations, man. Let's read about the assembly of great nations. Let's go to Ezekiel 38 and 1. Just read out the whole 1 through 7. Go ahead.
38.
So let's read a little bit about this assembly of great nations, man. Because this is what's coming to America, man. Whether you Edomites want to believe it or not, your kingdom is done for. It's cooked. It's finished, man. You see? It has reached its appointed end, man. We're just waiting for it to manifest. We see it falling into place, man. It's coming. America's not ordained to go on forever, man.
That's right.
You see? Go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel 38. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief princes of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them.
That's talking about Russia, man. You see? That's talking about the Russian Edomites. What is the Most High going to say to the Russian Edomites?
And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
And the Most High is against the Russians because they are Edomites as well, man. Just like we just read in Malachi 1 and 3, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, man. The Most High hates you Edomites regardless of what you call yourself, man. If you call yourself South African, you call yourself Australian, you call yourself European, French, British, Russian, if you're an Edomite, the Most High hates you, man. You see? That doesn't change. You see? So even though he's talking to the Magog, talking about the Russians, he's still against them. You see?
Because
they're
and
Edomites.
most Jake, and more importantly, most Jake dwell in this land here, Great Babylon, man. Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
What is that talking about, man? The Most High is putting the Russians back in that USSR spirit, man. That's why you see Russia coming up with all type of hypersonic missiles, all type of advanced, super advanced, way more advanced than America's missile defense systems, the S-400 and the S-500. You see? That's the Most High turning them back to that USSR warrior spirit, man. You see? Putting them in war mode, man. Go ahead, bro.
And I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
What is that talking about, man? The military equipment, man. Going back to what was said in Joel 3. You see? Beat thy swords into plowshares. No, beat thy plowshares into swords.
Swords and pruning hooks.
Yeah, you see? So all the things they were using, all that money they were using for their agriculture, they're taking that money and investing in their military. Why? Because the Most High is preparing these nations for a battle, man. And the main nation is the Russians, man. You see? That's why it says, read that part one more time, bro.
Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
That's that great military force that these nations are gonna come with, man.
Yep.
You see, and they're joined unto who? Russia, man. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Hold up. Persia, the first nation that was read off was Persia. Who is Persia, man? Iran. Persia changed their name to Iran in 1935, man. That's the #1 ally to Russia, man. And look who you fucking with in the earth, man. Persia. You see? Just like the prophecy said would happen. And to go even deeper, Russia has financial ties in Iran, man. They have invested heavily financially into Iran, man. So you're not just gonna be able to go in there and just bum rush shit, man. You're not just gonna go in there and just debo and take down Iran. You see, you think that's what you Edomites, that's what you American Edomites think you're gonna do. But the prophecy said, when you do that, Russia is gonna stand up, man.
And that's really just propaganda to lie to you to get you to join the Esau military here, man. Because, hey, realistically, Iran is super fucking advanced, man. Russia hires their computer engineers to fucking do the hacker campaigns for Russia, man. So you ain't finna walk over there in Persia, man.
But the thing is, man, America still has the best military in the earth. That's why all these nations gonna have to come together to
And
take down this
clash.
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why they're gonna have to pull their power and their strength together to come up against this damn beast, because America is a motherfucking beast, man.
Yeah,
You
Esau
see?
gonna swing, man. Esau
see?
gonna swing, man.
So it's gonna be a fight. But keep going, bro.
Verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them,
You see? So
all of them with shield and helmet.
Libya and Ethiopia are African nations, right? We just had a couple months ago, Vladimir Putin invited the 50 presidents of all the African countries over there to Russia, and they was breaking bread, man. You see? They was getting closer and closer ties with Russia, man. When the Americans, they haven't even made a trip to Africa this year, last year, man. And the Russian president invited all 50 presidents to Russia for a conference, for a sit down, man. You see? That's the Most High making moves, putting Russia in that spirit to fulfill that prophecy, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and the north quarters,
That's going into Turkey, man.
and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
You see? So it's talking about Turkey too, man.
Turkey and Russia being a guard to Persia, man.
No, it's talking about Turkey, which is a NATO ally to America. But as we can see, that relationship is deteriorating because of the backhanded dealings that America is doing, man. You see, Turkey bought F-35 fighter jets from America for 2.5 billion, and since the Turkish bought the S-400s, America refused to give them over.
Yeah, they ain't shit them shits.
And after Turkey paid their money for these fighter jets, America refused to give it over because Turkey had the S-400. Now that relationship is deteriorating, man. Now Turkey is looking elsewhere to get fighter jets from, and who are they turning to? Russia.
Russians.
You see? So everything that you Edomites are doing is causing everybody to be against you, man. And when you step up to go against the allies of Russia, Russia is going to step in and be that guard unto them, as the prophecy say, man. So you're not just going to go, you're not finna just walk into Russia, into Iran, thinking you just about to bum rush shit, man. That's not finna happen, man. That's not finna go down, man. You see?
And that's why the Most High, back in the previous verses, already said that he was against you, Magog, because man, you are Edomites too.
Sure.
And if the Russians ain't handing these third world countries guns, you are, man. Or excuse me, if America ain't handing the third world countries guns, you are, man. They either got M16s or what do they have? AKs, man. Did Argentina, Brazil, or any of those countries invent any weapon used in any major conflict? No, man. That's why he against both of y'all, man.
Let me get Obadiah 1:7. Because at the end of the day, man, the Most High has you Edomites own one, man. You're going against your allies. You're going against all these different nations, and
You're
the
going against yourselves.
The Most High has you set up to isolate yourself, man. You see, you are being isolated by the Most High, and you don't even know it, man. You see, and the prophecy tell you that you would do this. So let me get Obadiah 1:7, Baba Kishah.
It's Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Come.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
So all your allies have deceived you, man. You see? All your allies, you think that you have all this backing from all your different allies, but all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border and deceived you, man. The EU is going to turn on you and come against you, man. You see? The only one you're going to have in your corner is the state of Israel, man. And we know what the prophecies say about Babylon and the state of Israel, man. Complete
Done.
desolation, man.
Done.
Go ahead, bro.
And have prevailed against thee.
Yep.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
You see, so all your allies are going to turn against you, man. And an article I brought out earlier last week is that Saudi Arabia has been having talks, has been having indirect talks with Iran, man.
Of
What is
course they
that?
have,
What
man.
is that, man? What
They're
is that?
Israelites, man. They got to.
That's your motherfucking allies who are at peace with thee deceiving you, man. Them Arabs, them Saudis, they're gonna join forces with Iran, man. You see?
Under that Muslim banner, man.
Yep.
That Muslim banner. That's a heavy, wicked demon, man. But that's how they're gonna turn against you, man.
Yep. Let me see what else I got. Let me get
Did you want me to?
Go back to Jeremiah 50 and 9. Baba Shah.
Jeremiah 50 and 9.
Con.
For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
So Russia and its allies, the EU and the rest of your allies are going to come up against you, Babylon.
From
see?
the north country,
Yup.
and they shall set themselves in array against her. That's
Yup.
a battle array, man.
Yup.
Against her, from thence she shall be taken.
Uh-huh.
Their arrows shall be as mighty expert men.
What are those
None
arrows?
shall return in vain.
What are those arrows, man? ICBM missiles, man. You see? And none shall return in vain. That's how America's going to be taken out, man. By 200 million thermonuclear missiles, man. You see? That's what's written to happen, man. You got Trump talking about that big boy shit as if America's just going to go in this battle and just dominate shit. No, man. Talking about if you went to war with Iran, it would end bad for Iran. No, the prophecy says it's going to end bad for you. You see? It's going to end bad for them.
It's going to be a bad place to be, period, man.
Read all the way through to 11.
Verse 10, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord.
So all these nations are going to be satisfied when this place is completely destroyed, man. They're going to be a breathe of sigh of relief because the hammer of the whole earth is finally destroyed, man. They ain't got to worry about nobody bombing their people, man. They ain't got to be worried about their kids being caught up in no more fucking Edomite crossfire, man. You see? Unnecessary proxy armies going on, man. You see? All that shit is going to be done away with once you Edomites are taken down, man. It's going to be peace on earth once you Edomites are taken out of the way, man. You see? So this is a necessary, man. You so-called white people have to go, man. You see, you're the one who are causing all the problems on the earth, man. You're the reason the earth is defiled, man. You're the reason the air is polluted, the water is polluted. Everything in this place in the earth is polluted, man.
That's right.
And it's all because of you Edomites, man.
That's right.
Bro, keep going, bro.
Verse 11, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
Yo, so all this is coming upon you for what you have done unto the Israelites, just like it tell you in Joel 3, 1 and 2. The Most High is going to plead with you for his heritage, his people Israel, man, for what you have done unto us. That's why all this is coming on to you, because you have gotten fat off the rape, robbery, and murder of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You're eating off our backs, man. You see?
Yeah,
everything that you have, you got it off the rape, robbery, and murder of the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, man.
Yeah, and let's make that point clear, because we have been speaking to you heathen for most of our camp today, man. But hey, this is not a sigh of victory for you, man. You are still going to be put in subjection under the men of the Lord, man.
Yep.
It is not going to be pretty for you. You might get a little punching on America, but you getting your ass kicked too, man.
Yep. For 1,000 years.
For 1,000 fucking hard years, man.
Then
It's not no time to rejoice for y'all, man.
Then you'll be able to go back to your land and live in peace.
Hey, then we could shake hands as men and fucking and deal, man.
So let me
But
get
until then, nah, man.
let me get Isaiah 34 and 5. You see? So yeah, man, everything that's going on in the earth, it leads up to you Americans being destroyed. All you fucking demon ass Edomites, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You see? Your precious America is gonna be completely laid flat and desolate, man. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead,
It's
bro.
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
You see that? And what's that sword being bathed in heaven, man? It's the ICBM missiles, man.
That's
you see?
right.
The intercontinental ballistic, when they're shot out of the silo, they're gonna be bathed in heaven by being shot into the atmosphere, and they're gonna travel here to America, man.
Because they travel through the atmosphere.
And destroy this place, man. That's what's coming, man. Go ahead, bro.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yup. Who is that talking about, man? Idumea, man. You Edomites, man, because Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom.
That's
You
right.
Edomites are going to be destroyed, man. You see, it's good riddance, man. You have to go, man. Because the world has been completely destroyed under the rulership of you so-called white people, man. You see? It's time out for Edomite rulership, man. It's time for the true rulers to be put back in the power, man. You see? The Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You see?
That's
Keep
right,
going,
man.
Bro. Read all the way
This-
through to verse 10.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood,
It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Land of Idumea and Basra, that great slaughter that's prepared, that's talking about the people of America, man. You see? All you people are being set up for a burnt offering unto the Most High, man. The Most High is about to have the greatest burnt offering, the burnt sacrifice the world has ever seen, man. You see? It's a great slaughter coming to America, man. By way of fire, man. The elements shall melt with fervent heat. You see? Keep going, bro.
And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks and with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness.
You see, that's how much blood is gonna be spilled, man. The dust gonna be made fat with the blood, man. Go ahead, bro.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
So all this is gonna happen for what you have done unto the Israelites, man. All this is going down for what you have done unto the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You see, you people just thought that you was just gonna get away with the rape, robbery, and oppression of our people forever, man. No, man. That's not what's written. The scriptures tell you that a recompense is coming, man. You see, and it's coming by way of fire from the Heavenly Father Yahweh, man. You see, by His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You see, this is what's coming, man. That was 10.
That was 9.
Go ahead.
That was 8, actually.
Go ahead.
9. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
Why? From that nuclear fire, man. You see, from ICBM missiles, man.
And what is a pitch? Hey, all you European motherfuckers know it's a soccer field, man. Meaning the field is gonna be on fire, man.
Yup. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. It shall be quenched, it shall not be quenched, night nor day.
You see?
The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever.
This place is gonna burn not forever, but for a long time, man. You see, this place is gonna receive the same judgment as Sodom and Gomorrah, man, for all the wickedness that has gone on in this place, man. Mainly for what you have done unto the Israelites, man. You see, the Most High has seen everything that you have done unto us, man. You people didn't get away scot-free. You see, the Most High sees everything, man. He has everything that you have done unto us has been recorded, man. All we know is about the shit you put on that we can find on Google, man. The Most High has seen every incident, every Israelite that has been slain all throughout the earth by you heathen nations, man. The Most High has seen that, man. You see? And He requires blood, man. He requires recompense and vengeance, man. And that's what's coming, man.
Yep. Hey, it's high time, man. Hey, Most High is tired of Jake being in the crossfire of you heathen bullshit, man.
Yup.
And that's exactly what we got into today, man.
Yup.
With Ezekiel 38, all that shit, man. Joel, man. Hey, Jake is in that crossfire, man, with you wicked ass heathen, because we have no way to defend ourselves without the Most High, man.
Yup.
So shit about to happen, man.
The Most High is finally about to end all our suffering, man. The Most High is about to take us up out of this captivity, man. Let me get Lamentation chapter 4.
Our shame has come to bear, man. Meaning, hey, we've already lived our shame,
Let
man.
me get Lamentation 4 and 21. You see, because it's time out for our people, well, the remnant. I'm going to say the remnant for going through what they're going through, man. The Most High is bringing us back. He's washing us up. He's cleaning us and cleaning our mind by hearing His word, man. You see? And this is it for us, man. This is the end of our captivity, man. Go ahead, bro.
Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Talking about you so-called white people, rejoice and be glad, because this is it for you, man. It gets no better from you. It gets no better for you Edomites from here on out, man. It only gets worse from here. You see?
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
What's that cup, man? That cup of judgment is gonna pass from us to you Edomites, man. Matter of fact, jump to Jeremiah 49 and 12 real quick. You see? That cup of judgment is gonna jump from us to you Edomites, man. You have a great judgment coming upon you, man. You just not gonna sit back and ride into the sunset, man. You see?
Jeremiah 49 and 12. Thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shalt altogether go unpunished.
Talking about you Edomites, man. We were never created to be oppressed and be a downtrodden people, man. We're created to be kings and princes, man. You see, that's what the Most High created the Israelites to be. You see, but for our disobedience, you see, and for prophecy to be fulfilled, we had to go through it. So the Most High put his chosen people, the people that he loves, through all this hell and agony and pain. What do you think he's going to do to the people that he hates, man? You think he's just going to go away unpunished? What does this say, bro?
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
So you're not going to go unpunished, man. You have a great punishment coming for what you have done unto the Israelites, man. And this is what we're telling you, man. That's what the Most High has sent us to tell you. Matter of fact,
The Most High swore in the next verse, man.
go ahead, read that and jump to Zechariah 2:8. Now,
This is what the Most High saying in verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation,
Talking
a
about
reproach,
America.
a waste, and a curse.
You see?
And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
just like it said in Isaiah 34, man. You see, the
That's
same
right.
thing was being said here. Now jump to Zechariah 2:8 real quick. You see?
Ukan, yeah.
Zechariah 2:8 real quick.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
You Edomites are done for, man. You finished, man. You see, ain't nothing you can say against this, man. Because at the end of the day, like what does the Most High say to us, man? Go and speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy that I will put in your mouth. You see, we're speaking the words of the Most High, man. We're not speaking our own words. Go ahead, bro.
Zechariah 2:8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he set me unto the nations which spoil you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
You see, and that's what we were sent to, man. We're sent to you nations to tell you what's going to happen for you putting your hand on us, man. For touching the prized possession of the Most High's eye. Great judgment is coming upon you. Read the next verse.
For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me.
You see? You're going to be a spoil unto us, man. Just like the brother was going into earlier. You heathen not going to get away either, man. We're gonna put our foot in your ass, too. You're gonna be servants unto the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven, too, man. But the ones who we really want to get hold to is you Edomites, man. You see?
That's
We're
right.
gonna put our foot in you Edomites' ass, man. Thus saith the Bible, man. You see? So go back to Jeremiah 49 real quick. What was it? I think that was it. Go back to Lamentation, my bad. Go back to Lamentation 4.
Oh yeah,
21.
Lamentation 4.
Yeah, 21.
This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwellest in the land of Uz.
So live it up. Rejoice and be glad. You see? Rejoice and be glad, man. Live it up. Enjoy your kingdom.
Spend all your money.
But man, out your credit cards. Go on a trip. Go write you a bucket list. And you better try to get everything you can done before the end of America. Because when you wake up in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to wake up in bondage and captivity just like we woke up here in America in bondage and captivity, man. You're going to wake up to be slaves in hardcore bondage in the kingdom of heaven, man. So live it up now, because after this, there is no more freedom for you Edomites, man. You see? There is no more freedom for you Edomites after this little piece of kingdom that you got left, man. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, when America go down, there will never be a free Edomite again, man.
Never. Never.
That's heavy to think about.
Never. Go ahead, bro.
The cup shall also pass through unto thee.
Yup.
Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
Just like it just said in Jeremiah 49, shall thou altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt drink of it as well. Just like it's saying right here in Lamentation 4, man. That cup of judgment is going to pass from us to you Edomites, man.
That's right.
This is what you got coming to you. And this ain't something we just making up. We just not just saying this to say it. This is what's written in the prophecy, man. This has been written. This is the King James Version 1611, man. You know what I'm saying? It goes way back, man. This ain't our words, man. These are the words of the Heavenly Father, man. You see?
That's right.
So how can this be hate speech when this has been ordained from the heavens, man?
Hey, look, man. Ezekiel 38 been being taught for decades, man. Hey, the men of Great Millstone and the elder apostles have been teaching Ezekiel 38 for decades, man. This ain't nobody's feelings, man. This was warning from the foretime, man.
Yeah,
but it's not coming back void.
You read verse 22?
Nah, not 22
Read
yet.
22.
Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of
You
Zion.
see that? So this is it for us, man. The punishment of our iniquity has been accomplished because the remnant is turning back and understanding and knowing, man. The following the way of the heathen ain't the way to go, man. You see, we're
It's
turning
not
back.
for us.
We turning back and repenting unto the Most High, so He can come get us the fuck up out of here, man. We see that this is not the way, man. You see, so the iniquity of the remnant is accomplished, man. Because the Most High is going to save the remnant up out of this hellhole, man. While 2/3 of you niggas is going to be left here to die with your damn master Esau, man. You see?
And get that cleansing fire, man,
Yup.
so you can come back and appreciate the kingdom, man.
And then you will be welcomed back with open arms, man.
Because
You
think
see?
about it, man. You
With all
2/3,
love, man.
you ain't doing the work expecting the kingdom. You wouldn't even appreciate it, man.
Yup. So when you Israelites, you 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans perish from this world and reborn in the kingdom, man, you will be welcomed back with open arms, man.
For real.
We will love you with our whole heart in the kingdom of heaven, man. But right now, we can't stand you niggas, man.
That's right.
You see? Go
He
ahead, bro.
will no more carry thee away into captivity.
You see?
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
So we'll never-
He will discover thy sins.
No, you good. So we'll never be carried away into captivity again, man. This is it for us, man. You see? It's only up from here, man. You see? It's only up from here. We have to just go through a little bit more bitterness. We have to go through this persecution that Esau is going to bring upon us. You see, demonizing us, saying all manner of things against us falsely.
That's right.
But all we have to do is continue to endure it, man. You see? And then it's up from here, man. It's up from here. We have so much to look forward to, man. We're done with this place. We're done with Esau. Fuck these damn devils. Fuck America. You see? We're here to serve you. How about Shimei Shot to do this work, man? You see?
With stammering the lips, man.
Yup, yes. That was it on that, right?
And that was the last verse.
So jump into Jeremiah 11. Jeremiah 50, my bad. And 11. So yeah, man, this is it for us, man. All we got to do is continue to endure, man. And how about Shimei Shah willing, he give us the spirit to continue to fight, man. You see?
This is Jeremiah 50 and 11. Because you were glad, because ye rejoiced.
There you go.
Because ye rejoiced, O ye daughters of mine heritage, because ye are.
Read that one more time.
Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye daughters of mine heritage.
Destroyers. Daughters.
Destroyers
God.
of my
You
heritage.
see, talking about you Edomites, man. You rejoice over this destroying the Israelites, man. Just like it was said, it was going into Lamentations 4, man.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass,
Uh-huh.
and bellow as bulls.
Yup. Keep going.
Your mother shall be sore confused, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Now, when you look at a world map, what's the hindermost of the nations, man? The hindermost of the nations is talking about America, man. Because when Jeremiah prophesied this, what was he? He was in the east. So the hindermost from the east would be what? The west, man. Where does the sun rise at? In the east. Where does it set? In the west. That's the hindermost of the nations. This is where we at right now, man. We're in the hindermost of the earth. Babylon the Great, man. You see? Go ahead, bro. You gonna read that? You gonna read all the way down to 15.
All right. 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited,
Yup.
but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues.
So this has not happened yet, man. This is not talking about ancient Babylon, man, because ancient Babylon is modern day Iraq. You see, if that was the case, you would not have America over there invading Iraq right now, man. If this was the case, man, you see, if this has already happened, there would be no modern day Iraq. There would be nobody living in that area, man, because the Most High said it would not be dwelt there from generation to generation, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14.
So my bad. So this is talking about America, man. You see, America is that modern day Babylon, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Yep.
All ye that bend the bow.
All these nations that have nuclear capabilities. When it says all you that bend the bow, it's talking about all you nations that have nuclear capability, man. You see?
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Uh-huh.
Spare no arrows.
Shoot at her, spare no arrows. What are those arrows? Those ICBM missiles, man, and none shall be spared, man. The prototype's gonna be shot off. The
Everything, man.
If it's in development, it's gonna be shot off, and it's gonna go exactly where the Most High wanted to go at, man.
Hey, they gonna give you the whole 9 yards like they used to say in the infantry, man.
Yup.
You getting the whole magazine, man.
Yup.
You getting the whole magazine, man.
for she sinned against the Lord.
Why is this coming? Because she has sinned against the Lord, man. For what? Touching the apple of his eye, man. For blaspheming the name of the Most High. For blaspheming the name of Yahweh, man. For lying on the angels, man. Saying the angels are little green men, or little gray men. All type of bullshit that you have been speaking, man.
You're getting all the arrows.
Pushing forth that do as thou wilt doctrine, man. You see, everything that's opposed against the Most High, that's what you Edomites stand for, and that's why this great judgment is coming against you, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done unto her. As she has done, do unto her.
So as she has done, do unto her. So you all throughout the earth terrorizing, rape, robbing, and murdering, man. These nations are going to do the same thing unto you, just like it said in Habakkuk chapter 2. These nations are going to rise up to spoil you, man. You see? These nations are going to rise up to spoil you, you Edomites, man. In your precious kingdom, Babylon the Great, man. That's what's written in the scriptures, man. You see? That's what's written, man.
That's right.
So keep going down, jump down to 22.
22.
Con.
Verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction.
Yup, a sign of battle is in the land of a great destruction. Go ahead, bro.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yup.
How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
So America is that hammer of the whole earth, man. This is the only nation that can go throughout the earth and just assassinate people and expect nobody to do nothing, and nobody does anything, man. Why is that? Because America is the hammer of the whole earth, man. If that would have been any other nation to assassinate an American government official, it would have been all-out war yesterday, man. You see? But since America is the hammer of the whole earth, nothing happened, man. You see? Going back to what we said, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You Edomites, you so-called white people. This just proves that you're running the earth, man. This just proves that you have rulership over the earth. You see? But the time is coming where the hammer of the whole earth is going to be cutting and broken asunder, man. Go ahead, bro.
24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
You see that? The Most High has laid a snare for you, and you were unaware. Everything that you're doing in the earth, you're walking right into the snare of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Everything you do from this point here on out, it leads to the destruction of America, man. You see? So that bullshit that you Edomites are spewing, making America great again, never. You see? It's not going to happen, man. America will be completely destroyed, man. And this is what's being set up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see, and the thing is, because you goddamn Edomites, you so-called white people are so fucking proud, you can't even see that you're being led to your destruction, man. You see? You can't see that the Most High is about to allow all your allies to turn on you and team up with your enemies, man. To do what? To come up and destroy your ass, man.
Hey, that's pursuing Obadiah. Hey,
Yup.
There's no wisdom in teaming, man.
Yup.
You know?
Keep going, bro. Got a little bit more on that.
This is 24, no, 25.
Con.
This is verse 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
What's the Most High's armory, man? All these silos all throughout the earth, it's holding the Most High's weaponry, man, which are those ICBM missiles, man. That's why it tells you what the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. It also tells you what the earth belongs unto the Most High. So these ICBM missiles belong unto who? The Most High, man. That's the weapons of his armory, man. These are ICBM missiles, and he's about to open them up upon you Edomites, man. He's about to send forth his weapons of his indignation, man. Go ahead.
Watch this, son. For this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
You see that? This is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, man. What's the land of the Chaldeans? In Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. This place is going out by nuclear fire. Whether you want to believe or not, whether you hear or forbear, it's still going to happen, man. You see, shall they, what did it say? What if some did not believe?
Shall I make the faith of the Most High without effect?
It don't fucking matter if you don't believe,
matter
man.
at all, man.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 26. Come against her in the uttermost border, Open the storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and
Yup.
destroy her utterly.
Destroy
Let
her.
nothing of her be left.
Destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. If you look in the background, you probably can see these mountains back here. This is a big. This is the Rocky Mountains back here. You see?
Yeah, you can see him on the
Yeah, you see
that
it?
line
Y'all
right
see
there.
it? Y'all see it? This is the Rocky Mountain range right here. This shit is gonna be laid flat. When it says nothing of her
It's gonna be
left,
flatter than New Orleans, man.
when it say nothing, they let nothing of her be left. That means nothing, man. The Rocky Mountain range is gonna be desolate, man. From the east to the west, everything is gonna be laid flat in Babylon the Great, man.
Hey, look, they call Denver the Mile High City, man. It's gonna be sea level like New Orleans, man.
Con. Yeah,
And that's heavy to think about,
Come on,
man.
man.
We are a mile up, and this shit gonna be brought to sea level,
You
man.
see? When the Most High said this place is gonna be laid desolate, that's what he means, man. And I was going to work the other day, and I was looking at these mountains, I'm like, God damn, there's some big ass mountains.
Yep.
That lets you know what kind of wrath and destruction the Most High is about to bring upon this place for this whole mountain range to be laid flat, man. You see? This is the kind of destruction that's coming upon you Edomites in your precious kingdom, America, man. Go ahead, bro.
20s, this verse 27, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation.
Yup. Keep going.
Verse 28, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple.
This is talking about the remnant, man, because the only ones who are going to escape this destruction that's coming it is the remnant of the nation of Israel, man. The remnant of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The remnant that's prophesied to return in Isaiah 10, man. You see, the 144,000, that great multitude, man. You see, we're the only ones, Lord, willing will those men that's going to escape this destruction, man. You see? So we can declare that this is the vengeance of the Most High, and that's what we're doing now, man. We're declaring unto you the vengeance of the Most High, the destruction of the Most High, before it even happens, man. And that's what prophets do. You see? Telling you what's about to happen before it happens, man. Go ahead, bro.
29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow.
You see?
Camp against it round about.
So all the archers of all these different nations that have nuclear capabilities. All you that bend the bow are all these nations with thermonuclear capabilities, man. You see? Camp about her, about who? About America, round about. And what are they gonna do, bro?
Let none thereof escape.
Yep.
Recompense her according to her works.
So all the wickedness that you have been committing against all these different nations is coming back upon you, man. You see? It's gonna rain down upon you by way of thermonuclear fire, man.
According to all that she hath done, do unto her.
And that's the second time it said the same thing in this verse, man. I mean, in this chapter. You see? What is that? Yeah, some more on that?
20. Yeah, I'm still on.
Yeah, keep going.
For she has been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel.
And that's what it all comes to. You Edomites being proud against the Most High. You destroying His people, lying and pushing forth false doctrines and wickedness and giving people license to sin against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. This is why all this is coming upon you, man. You see? This is the judgment of the wicked, man. You see? This is not happening for no reason, man. The Most High is completely fair. He gave you the book and told you what the fuck to do. You see? Let me get Psalms 50, 16, and 17 real quick. You see? The Most High gave you goddamn Edomites the book and told you what to do. You see? You have no excuse, man. You see, you can't sit back and say, oh, the Most High is unfair for doing this. The Most High gave you 3 different fucking kingdoms to rule in, and you ran them all in wickedness, man. The Greeks, the Romans, and now as the Americans, you're still running the earth in wickedness, man. So there is no excuse. This destruction that's coming is going to be a righteous destruction, man. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yup.
Seeing thou hast instruction and castest my words behind thee.
You see, seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. Who is the wicked according to the Bible? Esau, Edom. They have cast the words of the Most High completely behind them, man. And has given the world license to do what the fuck they want to do, man. This is why you see homosexuality running rampant in the earth, man. Lesbianism running rampant in the earth. Fucking transgenderism. running rampant in the earth. Pedophilia running rampant in the earth, man.
Polluting the
Bestiality.
environment, man.
You see bestiality, eating abominable foods, saying that shrimp, crab, and lobster is fucking delicacies, man. That's abominable foods, man, especially for you Israelites. You see, everything the Most High has set up to be righteous and good, you Edomites have gone and done the complete opposite, man. You have turned everything upon upside down on his head, man. And for that, for you doing that, and for what you have done unto the apple of the Most High's eye, great destruction is coming upon you Edomites, man. And it's going to be righteous, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. You see? It's going to be beautiful, man.
That's right.
So go back to Jeremiah 50. Baba Kushah.
I was at 29? Was that 29 already? I was at like 29, I think, when we cut, right?
Yep.
Yep. Called.
I can't remember shit.
So, hey, sometimes, like, Lord willing, this is Jeremiah 50:29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow.
Yep.
And, well, we read that last time. I think I'm at like 30, 31, because it said camp round about it, remember?
Can't run about it. Yeah, you're at 30.
Yeah, I'm at 30.
You read 30, read 30.
Therefore, she shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord.
There it goes. All her young men shall fall in the street, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day. Because it's gonna be a great draft that's gonna happen, because all the troops are gonna be over there in the Middle East. Then they're gonna draft you goddamn dumbass Americans, and you're gonna go fight in Esau's bullshit war. You see? And all the men are gonna be cut off in that day, because Yahweh Shai is gonna come in the midst of World War III in that big ass chariot, the size of a mountain. You see, the size of a mountain range.
Yep.
And he's going to destroy all the nation's militaries according to what? According to Hebrews 12, according to 2nd Ezra 13. You see? That's what's about to happen, man.
Yep.
And this is all about to happen for the wickedness of you Edomites, man.
And those bands that don't happen to be there, hey, the Yahweh Shai and the elect are gonna be fucking you up all over the world, man.
Yo, go ahead, bro.
Verse I already read 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud.
Oh, thou most proud. The most proudest nation on the planet Earth is you Edomites, man. Look at how you carry yourself in the earth, man. Look at how the Donald Trump talks to his allies and his enemies, man. In straight pride, man. Pride fucking exudes from you fucking Edomites, man.
That's a great title for a lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, thou most proud.
It's disgusting, man. You see? The pride of you Edomites is disgusting, man. It's fucking sickening to see. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Saith the Lord of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
That's right. Go ahead.
And the most proud shall be stubble and fall, and none shall rise him up.
Yep.
And I will kindle a fire in his cities,
Yep.
and it shall devour all round about him.
See, the Most High said He gonna kindle a fire in your cities. What is that talking about, man? These ICBM missiles being shot off and destroying America from the east to the west, man. You see?
That's right.
That's the fire that's gonna be kindled in the cities, man. This is what's coming. All this tension that's going on in the Middle East, it all leads up to America being completely destroyed, man. You see? Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up and give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. A sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity doing the work as Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has commanded you to do. You see? Doing the work as Yahweh Hashem Yahushua commanded you to do, to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. With that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Wa abad babal.
Abab ball.
Abad babal.
Abab ball.
Abad babal.
Abab ball.
Hey, Shalom, Maki. Shalom.
Shalom.